Hey Guildies, welcome to a quick video talking about Monolith DKP, which is what we use to keep track of DKP in the guild. DKP stands for Dragon Killing Points, and it basically equates to a currency within the guild that you can use to get gear. You earn DKP by killing bosses in Molten Core and BWL and beyond, and you can spend that DKP through an auction that happens whenever loot drops in those raids, so you can pick up those shiny purple pieces. The first step to being able to get loot in Anathema is going ahead and getting the Monolith DKP add-on so you're able to bid when those auctions come up. The first step to doing that is you can go to any web browser and type in twitch.tv/downloads, and it'll take you to this page right here. We're going to start off by downloading the Twitch add-on launcher. So this is assuming you don't have any add-ons already. There are other ways to get the Monolith DKP add-on manually, but this is, in my opinion, the easiest way to do it and the fastest. So we're going to go ahead and do that. What you'll do is you'll choose your operating system here. So if you're on Windows, you'll download for Windows. If you're on Mac, you'll download for Mac here. After you've downloaded it, you went into your folder wherever you downloaded it and installed the Twitch add-on launcher. It'll look like this whenever it pops up. You'll likely have to sign in as well. And once you're signed in, you're good to go. You can go over and navigate to this tab over here that says Mods. And you're going to look for the games that you have installed. You're going to look for World of Warcraft, so go ahead and click that. It may have you scan your library files here as well. So one word of caution I will say is once you're into this World of Warcraft tab, there will possibly be a tab up here selecting between World of Warcraft Classic and World of Warcraft Retail. So make sure you click that and choose Classic so you're installing the mods for Classic and not for Retail. So go ahead and do that. You can see a list of some of the mods that I already have installed here. The one that we are going to be getting, you can go to Get More Add-ons here. You're going to look for Monolith DKP. And it'll pop up right there. This is the one you want to look for, Monolith DKP. You know, it's the one with the most downloads, so go ahead and click that. It'll say install right there, and then it'll show up in your add-ons folder. So make sure that is installed. While you're here, there's a couple other required raid add-ons, so make sure you pick those up. Deadly Boss Mods is a required raid add-on. Please have that. If you're a healer, you will need Heal Calm as well. And if you're a paladin, you'll need Pally Power. Decursive is also required for mages, so be aware of that. Alright, so at this point you've went ahead and downloaded the Monolith DKP add-on, so now let's get into how to use it. I've brought along Rudy and Pumpkinseed, two of our raiders, to come and help show you how to bid, how bidding goes throughout the raiding process, and how to access your DKP and see everybody else's. So let's first take a look here. You can open up your DKP once you have the Monolith DKP add-on downloaded by doing a /DKP. Now this entire tab may not be full whenever you first download the add-on, as you'll need an officer to come online, most likely Varian or Sneg, and update your DKP. Don't worry about that if it's your first time raiding and this is empty. We will update it right before every raid anyway, so you will definitely have all this info right before we go. So the big thing to keep in mind here is you can open this tab right next to this roster. Not all of these tabs will show up for you. Some of these are just for DKP officers. But you should be able to see, distributions of DKP. You can look in your class who has the highest DKP, those people you're going to be chasing after. But what's going to be interesting, you're going to have a DKP and loot history. So if you click the loot history tab, you'll be able to see a full list of loot that was won previously in other raids. You'll also be able to see how much people spent. You'll also be able to see DKP history from DKP that was earned. So how DKP is earned in the guild, it's posted on the guild website as well. But you'll get 5 DKP for killing a boss in Tier 1, which would be Molten Core or Onyxia's lair, and you'll get 10 DKP for killing each boss that is in BWL. So you'll see the differences there. You can see it all in this tab. Sometimes there are corrections, sometimes there's standby, so that'll be in here as well. But if you close this arrow, you can just see the important stuff, how much DKP you have, how much DKP everybody else has. Yours will be highlighted in green. But the biggest thing that you need to know is you need to know how to bid. So you've earned your DKP, you've killed a few bosses, and you want to win some loot. So I brought Rudy and Pumpkin along to bid on some items with us so we can get a feel for how that works. Now there's two ways to bid. I'm going to show you both. Rudy cheers. Let's get it going. So you don't even have to have this window open. It will pop up for you automatically. But what's going to happen, and this is what's going to be done from the Raid Master's perspective, is they're going to bid an item. So in this case, we're going to be bidding on an arcane crystal here. So in reality, it would be a raid piece, so something that drops from a boss. But what pops up from the Loot Master side, you don't have to worry about any of this, is this tab. And we'll go ahead and start the bidding. So you'll see something pop up in raid chat. Again, this window on the right here is what you'll see. You will not see this window on the left. So bidding has been started. You can see in raid chat. Now to be able to bid on an item, you'll have to be able to bid in raid chat. It's not through whispers, it's not through guild chat, it's raid chat only. So you can see we're going to let this timer tick to the end, and it's going to hit 0, and that is going to be the only time you can bid. So you cannot bid after the timer is closed. You have to be making sure you're bidding before then. So if we set this timer for longer, we can get that bidding going. So I'm going to go ahead and start us off. What you'll do, like I said, there's two ways to bid. So I'll show you the first way. You'll have this pop up here, which will show you your item. See an arcane crystal. It's bidding at 5 DKP. That's the minimum. So you can type in your bid in this box and then hit submit bid. So you see I've just hit submit bid. It says Varian is bidding 5, and it shows you your total right next to it. In this case, Rudy really wants that arcane crystal. He's bidding over me. He's at a bid of 10 versus his 600 total DKP. So now that somebody's bid over, now we got Pumpkin Seed at 15. If you want that item and you want to keep winning it, you would adjust that bid. So the easiest way I found is just to keep hitting the +5 mark. So we can go up to 20 and submit our bid. And so now Varian's in the lead. You'll see it announced in raid chat as well. Rudy really wants it. He's extremely serious. Rudy wants it real bad. He's bidding 590 DKP. So what'll happen is whenever somebody wins the item, we'll do a countdown of, Rudy has it at 590 for once, Rudy has it at 590 for twice, and then on the third time it'll be sold, so make sure you get your bids in as quick as possible. Rudy will be selected as the winner. We'll award him the item, and he will receive that item. There will be an announcement in guild chat, and we'll loot him all of his stuff. So, now I said there's two ways to win an item, and two ways to bid. So that's the first way, and this is by far the easiest, so I definitely recommend it. The second way you can do it is, let's go ahead and bid another item. In this case, Gauntlets of Might. May not have been a good idea for Rudy to spend all of his DKP on that one arcane crystal. So we're starting the bidding for Gauntlets of Might. The other way you can bid, and this is in raid chat here, what you'll have to do is you'll do an exclamation point, you'll type the word bid, and then you'll put the number that you'd like to bid. So let's say we're going to start it off at 20. So I'm going to bid 20 DKP. I put it in raid chat, and your bid has been accepted. So make sure you're starting at the minimum value, which it'll tell you right here, which you should have this add-on downloaded. If you do not, it is very hard to bid, and you won't be able to see your DKP, so please download this add-on so you know what your DKP is, and you can easily bid. There won't be a ton of leeway given, especially because we're making this video now for people who don't know how to bid. So please reference this video, come back to it if you don't understand it, ask an officer if you have questions on how to bid, and that's the plan for now. So thanks everybody for listening to this quick video. That's how you bid Grat's Pumpkin Seed on these Warrior Plate Gauntlets. I'll make sure she gets those, and everybody have a good rest of your day.